Hello and welcome to the Sirrano Show. Tonight we schedule a Republican sheriff candidate debate between Pat Ciser and Frank Feenan. Pat Ciser has told us a month ago he would be there for the debate, and he was. Frank Feenan, a month and a half ago, was very apprehensive about debating Pat Ciser and did not show up for the debate tonight. Many have speculated that he was fearful, and many have stated he was also very much afraid to debate Pat Ciser. That Richard Berdnick, who is the current sheriff of Passaic County, may know some of his weaknesses, and he was not willing to give that up. Mayor Jeffery Jones attended the event, and we decided that we were no longer going to do a debate. We were actually going to do a talk show for the Sirrano Show. We invited the mayor on the stage and spoke with him and candidate Pat Ciser, and this is what he had to say, and this is what turned into actually our talk show, the Sirrano Show. There's many parts of the show because the video was very long, so we'll split it up in different parts. And here is part one of the Sirrano Show with guests Pat Ciser and Mayor Jeffery Jones of Paterson.
Pleasure meeting you, and I think we had a thank you very much. We'll answer some questions sometime.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Okay, you and I have had a conversation about everything that I wanted to talk about. The reason I brought Mayor Jones in here today, like I said, is because he's always supported me, he's always going to support many things that we have done with Richard. He's like I said, he likes the protocol, he will go through the process, and you will get on that topic with him, and I think hopefully because the door's open, so you can have to get everything done. Now, let's go back to why we're here and Frank Feenan is not here. We're going to talk a little about the Republican Party. Okay? How long have you been a Republican?
I've been a Republican basically all my life since 1974.
Now, there's conversations that you have made and comments that you have made that Frank Feenan is not a Republican.
Yes, I made the open request out of the county. I found out that he became a Republican on October 23rd, 2012. So he was back in John Corzine, I was back in Chris Christie.
How long do you think he's been a Democrat?
I can't say, I just know that he changed parties on October 23rd, about 6 months ago.
Okay. Do you think that he has the party's interest in mind, or what interest do you think he has in mind?
I believe Mr. Feenan, and I've said it before, I used to talk to him a lot on the street, he's an absolute gentleman, but I believe that he's an opportunist. I hear stories that he was a Democrat for years, he was for Democrats over the years, Democrats helped him be promoted within the department over the years, and as a result, he only became a Republican because he wanted to be on Chris Christie's ticket, and he thought the coattails would help him get better. If he had remained a Democrat, he knew he would be shut out of the process because we already become a Democratic sheriff now. So I believe that he is a sheriff that values and ideals and the philosophy that I have, and embedded in me is being a strong member of the RNC.
Why is it wrong for somebody to switch from being a Democrat to a Republican?
Well, it's not wrong at all. What my problem is that I've done so much over the years for the Republican Party. I have photographs of George and Laura Bush. He sent me photographs and thank yous for things that I have done. I also helped the last sheriff, Ciser candidate, try to get elected 2 years ago. Because all the rest of the Republican Party asked me to step up and help. When I was helping Phil Garcia in Jersey 3 years ago, Frank Feenan was nowhere to be seen. So I don't have a problem with someone seeking the light. As a matter of fact, I'm kind of hoping millions of Democrats across the country see the light and become Republicans and do the right thing. That's a good thing. But when I scream for the position, and I try to get a nod through the State County regular Republican Party, and they choose a lifetime Democrat, then they're the thing for our party. My sort of a slap in the face to me.
You feel hurt by that?
I feel very hurt by it, and I think that coupled with my higher qualifications than Mr. Feenan, I believe by far. As I said before, I was a street cop. I've done it all. I can relate to the men and women of the sheriff's department. Frank Feenan, he worked in that little White House on Hamburg Turnpike, not to be confused with the sheriff's building. He worked white-collar crimes. He worked for the 7th floor for Mayor Street.
When you did that, I want to ask you, why do you think, what do you think that they chose Frank instead of you?
I'm a bit opinionated, but if you ask me, someone that's a true leader, someone that wants to make positive change, someone that wants to grab something and fix it with all the energy that he has, I think that I should get the opportunity to do this and fix it with the sheriff's department. It's a mess. Why do people all the way back to annual records? Why do you need an annual record sticker on your car? Why do you have to get a storm on for the fundraisers? I think cops need to be cops. And I understand what it is to be a real cop and not get involved in political influence. I believe that I was too strong, too dominating, and perhaps they were looking for, I'm not going to say against the public, but maybe they were looking for a public like sheriff that they could control.
Okay, this is, I was at the street, and you were asked a question. And the question was, if somebody else was chosen, would you support them? You didn't hear it first, second time you had it, I don't think I want to answer that, and the third time you kind of, okay. Wait.
It's very easy to answer. It's very easy.
So the question is, if you make a statement that I support them, which I'm looking at the video because I videoed it, and you weren't very assertive when you gave your answer. You were kind of like, well, yeah. If you make a statement that I support them, why you let them know?
Basically, when I came into the street, I already found out that political deals were already made before I even came on the scene. In other words, if you go to stateofjersey.com, on the stateofjersey.com blog, it says that Frank Feenan was working in political backgrounds of the GOP long before the January screening. Now, of course, we know that's totally against the rules of the prosecutor's office. Yet he's at their GOP Christmas party in Woodland Park at the headquarters when he was still a captain with the state prosecutor's office. This is frowned upon. Basically, I came on the scene knowing that there might be some shenanigans and some backroom deals being made and not giving me a fair chance or opportunity to be heard. So I believe that some people already had made up their minds before they even met me. So I told my wife when I went to the stream that I was going to answer it. You might say a little like bullshit. It depends on what the definition of is. In other words, I said I would fully support the Republican Party. Namely me, not a Democrat that just became a Republican. I didn't use terminology like I would back Frank Feenan or anybody per se. I said, in other words, I would not jump to the Democrat Party like Jason Scott.
But everybody jumping in, actually, when you were giving your speech, mentioned Frank Feenan. And you mentioned kind of was Democrat or something to that tune.
No, my speech I didn't know was a Democrat.
But you mentioned something about it that.
I did, but it wasn't about being.
Well, can you remember?
I wasn't prepared to be a Democrat at that point.
Okay, what did you mention? You mentioned something, and I thought, because the in-party fighting with the Republican VCRO is just out of hand these days.
There's a lot of infighting. That's why I'm seeing a lot of support from the grassroots folks. You'll notice that if you go around the county, you'll see my one signs on private property. I don't mind Hamburg Turnpike building signs and a highway building signs out of desperation. What I do is I get emails and text messages. My daughter Tracy, my campaign manager, and we go around meeting people one-on-one, putting up signs on their walls with their permission. These guys go out in the middle of the night and just blanket signs all over the place. So what I am seeing is after that first tier that decided to support Frank Feenan, there's other tiers underneath. Say, for instance, Joe Bob. Joe Bob is in the audience today. His father was a state senator. I used to work for him all the time. I like every man. And he's helping me in winning. Then I have other people that are not presidents. I saw many names throughout the county that are on that second tier that believe that I should be picked, being a really strong force and a supporter of the Republican Party for these years.
Do you see the state county Republican organization is in front-running themselves for anyone that wants to support you?
Yes, they have a little bit of a my way or the highway attitude. Now, I'm not for naming enemies because in the end, on June 5th, we all need to come together as a party. We all need to come together as a party. But like Rand Paul said on Fox News, the reason why we have primaries is that the people choose, not some backroom politicians that have made the decision for us. So I decided, because I have a lot of strong backing where I live in Wayne, in the city of Cleveland, where I spent 41 years, I had my private school there, I was a police lieutenant there. I have a lot of support there. I support them in West Milford. As a matter of fact, I taught a class at the West Milford School. I'm meeting Valley Road yesterday, since it's the middle school, so I have some people backing me up there. I have a lot of supporters that have come to know me over the years and know what kind of a man I am, know what I'm capable of, knowing what I can fix, and how I can change, positive change within the project.
Right. I also happen to know a lot of the people that are supporting you that have high profile in the background, and I've spoken to people that realize you. And I'm not going to use this person's name because they asked me not to. But you walked up to somebody, and when I heard that, I said, well, Pat Ciser is a rough character, right? I'm going to be honest with you, when I first met you, I thought,
You're recording.
yeah, I thought you were kind of crazy. I thought you were like, who is this guy? And then I heard you speak, and you said something about Frank, and I said, I don't like party fighting. The governor has also said the same thing. You know, it's a family, they'll fight, but in the end, the big who comes out, it doesn't matter. You walked up to somebody, and when I said that, because I began to like you. I started hearing you speak, I attended one of your events, and I started listening to what you're saying as a Republican. And I thought, wow, you know, I took the video home and I played it to my wife, and she agreed with me. And so when I heard it, you walked up to somebody, I said, oh my gosh. And then he said, no, he actually said, I hope we're still friends after this is over. And it was for me, as a media, and knowing what I thought I wanted, people had told me about you, it would have been like, gosh, look at this guy, you don't vote for me, look at your car or something. But you were very humble when you made that comment. I'm not going to remind you, but I'm sure you know what you made it to.
I think I made it to a few people, so let's see.
You made that comment, and I thought it was very humble that you would say, we're not lose. We're all in this together. But I think you want this fight for a reason. And I'm going to tell you what I see. Because of the picture. I was watching MasterChef last night. And tell me so long. And there's this one guy, one-headed guy, is very serious. And every time somebody comes in and does, a cooking thing, he will taste it and go back and quiet and say, I just don't think you have the passion for this. Just don't think, you say you have the passion, you come in there, you jump up. But your passion, after being about food, so my vote is a no. My correct is by assessing you that your passion is in this win as a Republican for the Republican Party.
I am very passionate about the Republican Party. I believe in strength, I believe in accountability, I believe in people looking in the mirror and being honest with themselves in our society. As far as I'm concerned, Mr. Feenan, he will talk about how much money he can raise for his campaign at the screening that you attended, while I was talking about, and remember, heroin being the biggest problem in this county from one bringing away to the Delaware section of Cleveland. So I speak about the issues. I talk about things that the Republicans care about, like the Second Amendment. As a matter of fact, I spoke first, so I like first, he didn't want to follow me. He is not passionate about the sheriff's department, about cracking down on heroin, cracking down on how many shootings are back. He doesn't want to take a stand. So far, Mr. Feenan, you can see he's not here today. He's had GOP spokespersons speak for him. I would like to sit here with Mr. Feenan. I wanted to debate him today. I wanted to expose some of the embellishments that he and the GOP had sent out. Everyone in the law enforcement community knows Mr. Feenan's career, and everyone is aware of my career. They're totally different. I've been described by people in the Tea Party that I've spoken to that I'm like that battlefield general. I'm like George Patton. I'm out there in the battlefield. Mr. Frank Feenan is the guy that's behind the desk depending on and doesn't really understand the severity of the problems.
Well, somebody said that you're a little bad looking in the view, so maybe start today. What makes you the choice rather than Frank? Well, you know, before I want you to go that question, but you mentioned something that you did not want to speak at the rally that you were at. Now, I have to be honest today. 99% of the times when I hear something as a news speaker, as a president of the paper, I keep it to myself and it's off the record. But when it reflects something, I kind of have to say, because it's important to this debate. And since you kind of disrespected my show by not coming here today, I think I'm going to have to say some things that I need to say. Mr. Weisbecker had a party over there. He's very nice man. He had an event. A lot of people that I know like him. And at this event, I was waiting for Frank Feenan to come in so he could give a speech and I could get both of them together. We waited, Frank played, and when Mr. Weisbecker asked him to speak, he said no. He refused to speak.
Are you talking about refusing the microphone?
Yes.
Something you will never see.
Right. So I was kind of concerned. You know, I'm a conservative. I'm one of the most strongest conservative person you'll ever meet in your life. So I was concerned. At Christmas, you had always talked about getting the party after the primary, because there's one. There'll all be a big fight. If you're not willing to stand by Mr. Weisbecker now at his event and support his event, why should you be given a stable line with him? And if you're not willing to speak with other Republicans at events, why should you be considered for that party line? I want you to respond to what I just said.
Well, the other thing is, you see, I feel as though I'm the candidate that can help a lot of Republicans in the state county. You see, what you need is you need a grassroots person that has the respect in both, in my case, not only the law enforcement community, but also the martial arts community. People know me. So here I am, someone with grassroots support. I can stand up and say things positive about risk